We're going to revisit some of the plants that we saw in the spring with their flowers on. And this is the elder. And in the spring we saw the elder flower. Here it is with the berries. We're a little bit late, it's October, and really the elderberries are at their best in September. But there are a few berries still left on this tree here. The elderberries are very high in vitamin C and bioflavonoids, and you could make a cough syrup out of them very similarly to making the mullein syrup, but you could also turn them into a tincture. You could make wine out of them, or you can make elderberry jelly, which I used to do, and it is a really lovely jelly. But elderberries are not very high in pectin, so if you're making elderberry jelly you need to add something like apples to them or a pectin to make the jelly. But they do make a lovely jelly and they're quite pleasant tasting. They're very nice tasting. They're slightly sweet, they're not very sweet, not very bitter, and with a slightly musky taste. And if I had loads of time this year, I would have collected the elderberries and made elderberry jelly and also a syrup, because the syrup not only makes a very good cough mixture, but it's also very good to take during the winter as an immune system boosting syrup, because it is so high in vitamin C and bioflavonoids. We have a nice hawthorn hedge here, and this time of year you can see all the berries on the hawthorn. Hawthorn is one of the best herbs for circulation. It's good for capillaries as well as supporting the heart, and it's a herb that I put into almost all mixes where I need the circulation supported. The berries are quite pleasant tasting, slightly bland, and they go a little dry in your mouth. And they've got seeds in them as well, so you need to be careful of that. They're quite nice. You can see the hawthorn flower in the West Rise Marsh video, where I talk more about the hawthorn, and you can read about it as well in the herb section on the website. Hawthorn is actually one of nature's wonder plants because it is also gently relaxing, and so it's brilliant for stress and high blood pressure related to stress and high blood pressure related to overactive heart. Beautiful. Here's another example of how you really have to know your plants. If you have seen the walk on the shingle beach around the harbour, you will have seen me talking about the ragwort, which is very poisonous, and the St. John's wort, which has medicinal value, growing literally side by side, the flowers of which look very similar, so you have to be very careful about what you're picking. Here we've got hawthorn berries, and we've got black bryony berries, and you can imagine how easy it would be if you were picking hawthorn berries to pick a few of those and not take too much notice, and to pick these. Black bryony is a poisonous plant. It is used in herbal medicine, not by modern herbalists anymore, but it was used in the past in very, very, very tiny amounts for rheumatic conditions, and also to make a paste for rheumatic joints. But it is very poisonous, and really no modern day herbalist would use that anymore, because there are other safer plants that do the job. But if you were picking it in ancient times, you can see how very careful you would have had to have been to know what plant you were picking. Very interesting. We're back at West Rise Marsh and it's a very windy day, so I'm going to have to shout at you. Here's the crab bark that we saw in the spring, the beautiful white flowers. These are the berries on it now at this time of year. The berries have no use at all. It's still the bark of the plant that has the medicinal value, and the bark of the plant is very relaxing for muscles, hence its name, cramp bark. There's a lot more information about both the plants and health conditions on my website at www.herbalhealthinformation.com. You'll also find information about the clinic on the website by clicking the clinic tab at the top of the page. Any other information, please write me a message on the website.